media alleged that they got a DM from students from a local boarding school that's on ZimCelebz with a Z, right? That a fellow student died in her dorm due to the matron and the school staff negligence. The post read there was a death case of a student called Ashley on Monday who died at our school, who was informed one, she was sick for the past 2 weeks. The matrons and the deputy head treated her bad, giving her expired pills, hot water, yet the sickness or her condition did not require her to drink hot water. Quiet parents then came to see her, but our deputy head did not allow the parents to see her because they say that the child is now fine, yet she was still in a bad state. And later on last week on Thursday, Ashley's dad then came again with the pills, but they say they were not going to give her the medication that her dad came with until she finishes the medication that they were giving her. Right, so her friends went to this other teacher and they called parents. That is when they came, seeing Ashley was, half dead from the state she was in, and they were on their way to come to the school. As they were on their way out of the school, actually, that is when they realized the body was cold. And one person commented, "This is so sad and yet so true. There's a lot of abuse that goes on in boarding schools, but it has been normalized because my matron and my teacher think they know best, and you're only able to go back home if you're they know, like, when they feel good, now you can go home, or if they will let your parents see you if your parents, they know, to marry or something, or connections with the school." Yeah, so we also now just wanting to hear, and a lot of people actually seem to agree that there is a lot of abuse in boarding schools, and I want to hear your take on this. When looking for a school for your child, what do you consider? You can also hit us up. I went to boarding school myself. Boarding, it's not easy, but then I guess you then get used to it, and the strictness of the matron and the teachers and what and the boarding masters for the boys is then really then normalized to say that's just how it is. But then, is that how it's supposed to be? You can also hit us up and tell us. In this case, it's so sad that it then had to go to this extent that she then lost her life. So it's really heartbreaking. Yeah. So I also want to hear your thoughts on this one here. Sister Lewe, good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Good.
I my boarding schools, like, my video. Unfortunately, I didn't go to boarding school in high school. I did boarding school in primary.
Oh, did you to my primary to boarding?
Yeah, to my primary to boarding. And I would like to thank God to Metron. I think Metron maternity now means we see so good to Vana. So it was that. But
I say it a wee.
I remember that it was but it was time a senior could look after to my grade 1, to my ECD, she wait a bit waiting. But I've also seen videos in my boarding master church was Rovana Nivana. I think it's not a moyo mrefu, and being a parent it's hard enough, and being a parent to vana vakawanda, I guess it's difficult. And the vana sometimes you're not sure kumba. So I guess for them also but I think when munagazuramba complain now, they should take action. But I guess from macho I don't know if kanochitsvaga nzvimbo unotanga kuvhunza vana, you interview vana vepo, because cases like this you only get to experience them mwana ato enrolla pachikoro.
Because if you are to ask, like, the owners of the school or the heads of the school, of course they will have something good to say about their school.
Yes.
So do you then, like you're saying, as you're investigating or trying to get information, is this a good school for your kid? And someone said my issues are happening in private schools, meaning primary, what more these high schools. So not the quite to my private futhi tumwe tawanda to my private or to my boarding, not my private, like my private tikakura chizoti or this private school. Yeah.
So like you said, kuti munopedzera majaira muutsinye wacho, it becomes a normal such that wakatoinvestigator nyaya yacho, it's normal. Matron vanotrova, matron vanotimanyisa, matron vanodai. But sometimes I think one can also draw the line between being strict and being abusive. In this case, unogonotora mutaona pahospital, because kuna mumwe I guess as I mentioned out inini kuzopona kwandakaita ndekuti I had to sneak out from the dorm kuti ndiende kuhospital. Vanenge vachitoramba. Vanoramba.
Because vanovatya kuti vana vari kunyepa, you know. And they're pretending, and sometimes, just a whole lot of kids that you're dealing with, and maybe you also have your own personal issues, and really no one overlooking that, the role that you're playing. Achingofunga kuti matron ari kutongo play role yake zvakanaka, boarding master ari play role yake zvakanaka, and especially now, like to my private schools itotiri kunyuka, tumwe tachona tine maboarding schools zvino zvida kunyatsoti zviongororwe. Ndovane vamwe vakaingesirayo boarding school headmaster vakadya mari
exam.
Exactly.
Vana vakutoti akunonyora wanika hapana kana
so kuri kuvhurwa zvimwe izvozvo, but then when we talk of life and death, then this is unacceptable. Hey, so you can also hit us up. Let's hear your thoughts. You can send a voice note. It is the Morning Galaxy on Star FM.
Enhancing the sound of your radio. Star FM, sounding good all the time. Easing you into the day. The Morning Galaxy on Star FM.